can be a little tiring. In the future, you can use this train station to travel this way.
Look! Look! They have really funny-looking heads! And those ones are about the same height as Paimon! But it looks like they can't fly!
Those would be Volkadlock and Domovoy. You'll also see the winged Vila and the snowborn Snegovic amongst others.
No wonder! We'd heard that Snezhnaya used to be the realm of the Fae. Paimon can really see it now.
To the left is the market of Zolny. They sell everything there. You can often find some nifty little trinkets. To the right, you'll see the Korolyevsky Theater in the distance.
Look at that! Incredible! With her own eyes makes all the trouble we went through to get here worth it.
I found it pretty stunning when I first came here too. But I soon found out that stunningly beautiful means stunningly expensive. The prices here are crazy. I'm just a small-time hunter, so Zolny is where I spend most of my time. This way will take us to Podvorier restaurant. They offer food and lodging there, so you can get settled in while I...
Is that gonna be stunningly expensive?
Yeah, I mean, there are places to stay in Zolny, but I highly doubt they'd meet your stand. Most of the stoves are out of crystal, the windows are drafty, and at night, four-legged roommates come out to play.
Yep, no way. Not a chance Paimon's staying anywhere like that. Huh. Fine then, it's your treat. Don't worry.
I'm glad to see you've perked up. If you find yourselves in the mood for... This way leads to Zapoliarny Palace, which serves as the Tsaritsa's audience chamber and also her personal quarters. The adjacent block is kind of a city in its own right. That's Glupov, the headquarters of the Fatui. Inside, there's a munitions factory known as the Armory Palace, producing a constant supply of all kinds of equipment. And over there is the Snezhnograd Vecha, where all the big shots meet regularly to make policy decisions. These places are...
Yeah.
The downtown areas. Another place of interest is the Northland Bank. Oh, and I'm sure you'll want to make contact with the Adventurers Guild at some point, right? That's right here.
Ooh, speaking of adventuring, we use alchemy quite a lot. Do you know where we can find a crafting bench?
No one practices alchemy in Snezhnegrad, I'm afraid. Apparently there's some historical reason for it.
Oh. We'll just have to use the one on the train then. Kinda inconvenient.
Yeah, I don't know. Not my area of expertise. Still, I wouldn't say the absence of alchemy makes life here any less convenient. Anyway... Finally, there's Zolny in that direction. It's mostly residential buildings and factories, but that's about it. You got...
Sounds good. Thanks.
Podvorye restaurant is...
How tiresome.
Welcome to the... Welcome to the...
Take a break? Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Looks like you get what you pay for, huh? Paimon likes this room a lot. Yeah, much better now that we're out of the cold. Oh, thanks for taking such good care of Paimon. If this were anywhere else, we'd be out investigating and adventuring by now. But you're right. A lot happened on Earth. Obviously, a million more. Sure was. And so far, it must be a pretty powerful one if it can blanket, to be honest. What we're really lacking right now is information. The kind of information that only the higher up Paimon can think of a few people. Right. And when we left Nocry, Sandroni specifically left a message reminding us, so... It's unlikely they'd tell us anything confidential about the Tsaritsas' grand plan. Yeah, fair point. There's gotta be... But... It's unlikely Yeah, the last time...
Hello. Is there a traveler in Paimon in there?
That's Alosha!
Hello, I'm Dr. Luneva. Alosha mentioned that one of you is feeling a little under the weather. I see. So you're my patient today, yeah?
Good question. Paimon's not too sure either, but She's definitely not the same kind of fae as the ones we saw at the train station.
Not exactly. It's just, I'm used to treating but don't worry. I do have some experience treating fae. I've even...
It'll be fine, right? We're no different when it comes down to it, are we? That's just because Paimon knows how to eat.
Now, please take a seat. Okay, vital signs are good. Test results are all within normal ranges. I don't think it's anything serious. More than likely, you've just caught a cold. I can give you some medicine to tide you over, but as long as you rest properly for the next couple of days, you should feel better. Make sure to keep an eye on your temperature, though. If you find yourself with a persistent low-grade fever, or if your symptoms don't improve, just contact me again.
Sounds like there's no cause for alarm.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome. Just doing my job. I'll leave you in peace now. Time to visit my next patients.
Take care. You heard the doctor. Best you rest up here for a couple days. No sightseeing for the time being.
All right, then. Guess we've got no choice.
I have to get back to it. Hey, no big deal. You saved my life in the Shadow Realm. This is the least I could do. See you around.
All right, time to find Child and see what he can tell me.
Come on, keep up.
Can I get you anything?
How tiresome. Pick up the pace. Come on, keep up. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Yep. Take a break. Come on, keep up. Pick up the pace.
Hold on. Please display your invitation letter or permit. Glupov does not accept meeting requests without a prior appointment. You'll have to apply per the advertised booking process and wait until your invitation. Might I ask who you're hoping to visit? Another one who thinks the rules don't apply to them. I don't understand why people think they can just talk their way in here. You don't just show up and land a meeting with the Harbinger. But I have to go through the motions for protocol's sake. Honestly, wait a moment. I'll pass on your message. If Lord Child is a busy man, he's probably not in Glupov at present. If I were you, I'd cut your losses. Even if you two are old friends as you claim, please understand that the Fatui Harbingers are often busy with their official duties. They tend not to stay in Glupov for extended periods. Next time, stick to the rules. You'll make life easier for both of us. Greetings, Lady Marionette.
I'll take care of our guest here. It's his first time in Snezhnaya, so it's no surprise that he doesn't know the rules yet. I trust no choice words have been exchanged. No misunderstandings I should be aware.
No, Lady Marionette. No incident. Whew. That was a close call. Good thing I played it cool.
Is that right? Good to know. Wait, where's Pine under the weather? That's hard to imagine. I take it she's still adapting to the climate. Happens to a lot of people. It's even colder here than in Nodcry. Has she seen a doctor? I can get you one if you need. All right then. Well, let me know if you run into any other problem. Why else? I was just about to sit down for some much-needed tea time when I heard that an old friend of Tartaglia's had shown up outside. And, as obnoxious as it may be to show up uninvited at Glupov, well, I felt our time working together in Nodcry warranted some courtesy. I couldn't exactly let you freeze to. Unfortunately, I can't invite you inside either. The rules of Glupov wouldn't out. On the plus side, Snezhnograd actually has some class. Unlike Nasha Town. Torchlight Books has your treat, of course. Because I already wasted one perfectly good cup of tea today. Take a break? Pick up the pace. How tiresome. Pick up the pace. Come on, keep up. How tiresome. Pick up the pace. Take a break? Yeah. I've ordered for the both of us. No objections, I assume. I'm sure you trust me. Okay, let's get down to business. I'm guessing you don't actually have any urge. Wanna take a guess? Of course you'd say that. That's right. They'll be discussing yet yeah, it all. In that letter, he detailed the future arrangements for his subordinates. All of his key people were reassigned to Tartaglia. I guess he'd already prepared to leave us for good all the way back then. But Piero didn't reveal the contents of the letter until the events at. That was his reaction, too. Why me? With a bewildered look, he'd always assumed Capitano looked down on him. He was a man who kept his thoughts to himself and barely. But he occasionally brought Tartaglia along to my tea parties back in the day. So to the rest of us, it was clear that Capitano. By the rest of us, I mean my tea party regulars. Arlecchino, Rosaline, and. Actually, not Columbina. She was probably oblivious to it. Anyway, then the Liu-S situation happened. Normally, it took a lot to get under Capitano's skin, but that time he was furious. It's not really my place to talk about it, though. You can ask Tartaglia. Basically, Tartaglia probably had the wrong idea about Capitano all along. Right up until Capitano believed that despite Tartaglia's immaturity, he showed great potential. Plus, he possessed a kind of purity rarely seen. Yeah, it's one of the few things that I'd agree those two have in common. But he knew that after he was gone, several of the others would swoop in on, with the ones who stood to benefit the most being the Roost. Once they divided, so you can see why exactly. Even though I'd say his best course of action will be to. Besides, None of this is confidential anyway. You'll see it first, having a voice in the vet pantalone. Personally, I have no interest in political jousting. But since I have a number of engineers and researchers under my command... Then there's Pulcinella, the linchpin of the Vetcha. He represents politics itself. Everything involves him, so nothing can bypass him. Any issue that comes up, he knows how to mediate. That's what the Tsaritsa values most.
I'm starting to see why everyone is so frustrated with the way things are. A complex web of interests connects all parties involved. And the Tsaritsa sitting at the top adds another layer of
All right, You must have known that you can get the info you needed from me. So why was Tartag... I just don't understand. That's all. Wait. Oh, I think I know what it is. Columbina passed on my message to you before you left Not Cry, right? I only meant you should be mindful of which side you're on. Is that actually why you didn't ask for me? Because you took that to heart? Fair enough. It's not your fault. I blame all these politicians I've been hanging around with lately. Always beating about the bush when they talk. Anyway, just ask for my...
Lady Marionette.
What now? Can't you see I'm on my break? Whatever it is, just leave it on my desk.
Sorry to disturb you during your break.
Isn't it...
The equipment in Svietlo, the support's on one of them. Luckily, Odette's team was...
I guess that's it then. Our tea party will... Do you actually want to come with? Oh, nice of you to return the favor. I'll have a... And honestly, I'd rather have your help than anyone else's. Between your skills and... Then let's go. You, if anything happens...
Yes, Lady Marion.
Time for more snow, damselettes.
This world is...
Leave. Come on, keep up. Pick up the pace. Take a break. Pick up the pace. Come on, keep up.
Welcome to the event. Farewell, my lady.
Yeah. How tiresome. Take a break? Pick up the pace. Come on, keep up. Pick up the pace. They weren't exaggerating. This is really dangerous. It's a good thing only one of them broke. From what I've been told, most of the trapped miners are over in that direction. Yeah, you do that while I check the rest of the equipment. Meet me back here as soon... How tiresome. Pick pick up the pace. Take a break. Pick up the pace.
I have to be getting close.
Don't go any further. It's too dangerous here. There's a highly aggressive monster on the prowl. You need to leave, now. I see. You're the backup from Snezhnograd. Well...
So this is Odette. She was the first member of the Fatui on the scene.
There are 5 people trapped in the cave. Monster type is unknown, and so is its location. Let's go. Every second counts. Something's moving. This must be the monster's shadow. Looks like a tough opponent. Shadow me.
Stay back!
Bellowing thunder!
Crystalline Adagio. Pirouette. Let's begin. Harada. I see them. They're right behind the monster. The monster seems very agitated. It could attack at any moment. Let's make the first move. Together. Pirouette. Witness the snow swan's grace.
Take this!
Shadow me. Harada. Oh, thank you for saving us. We'd have been...
Thank you.
You're welcome. You should be safe now. Follow this route.
Thank you.
I've searched the area. Pretty sure the monster made a tactical yeah, but with us here, it won't be coming back. It may be small, but don't be fooled. It's a ferocious beast. People are just food. It's lucky we got here when we did. The trapped miners have been successfully evacuated.
Wait, this place. There's so...
What is that?
I don't know. It's back?
Guess it has family. This way. Run! Thanks. Let's get out of here. Lizard tail, pepper, star conch. What else do I need to create the most? Come on, keep up. Everyone's accounted for. We managed to rescue them all. You really held your own today. I still... don't think I've seen you before. I'll remember the name. All right then. See you around. Hello, Lady Marionette. I hear the rescue operation was a great success. I knew. What brings you here, Odette? Here for a performance?
No, a Fatui mission. I happened to be nearby and heard the crash.
She hasn't introduced herself then. Odette is the prima ballerina of Snezhnograd. She's quite the celebrity. If you ever hear people mention the two crowning jewels of the Korailievsky troupe, they're talking about Odette and the prima donna, Vodianitsa. On top of that, Odette's also a rising Fatui star. It's looking likely she'll inherit the She learned all her combat skills from Rosaline herself. Used to be one of her most valued.
You flatter me, Lady Marionette.
If she's Rosaline's protege, that makes me... Never mind. There's no need to bring it up.
How's progress on your end, Lady Marionette?
Equally successful. I finished reinforcing all the equipment. Took me a little longer without Polonia's help. But the outcome is the same, of course. Even if the heavy snowfall summoned by that monster lasts for another 3 months straight, this equipment won't give way. All right, now that we're done here, it's time to get out of this blizzard. Sure, but Snezhnograd will send someone to invest first, That's the rough process anyway. Could take anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending on how smooth. Yup, nothing we can do about it. There's a whole stack of incident reports like this back at the office.
The snow has eased a little for now, but there's no telling when that will change with that fuel for heating is in short supply. It just feels like there should be a better way.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Let's get back to Snezhnograd. When did you get a new sword?
I found it in a cave. It handles pretty nicely.
You have a strange affinity for secondhand swords. Well, if it isn't Counselor Tartaglia, Mr. Big Shot himself.
Go easy on me, all right? I'm still recovering from the interrogation the real big shots put me through. Hey, comrade, it's been too long. I heard you came looking for me earlier. Nicest surprise I've had in a while. Good to see you too, Odette. I'm guessing you guys just got back from Sviatlo Laidovka. How'd it go? Crisis averted?
It went fine.
How about you? Any new developments?
Not really. Same as ever. Growing opposition to Project Stuja, and the usual rebuttals are starting to ring hollow. The results of the mock vote were pretty dire. Pulcinella was fuming. I've never seen the old man so angry.
That's not good news. It takes a lot.
Yeah. Obviously, if push comes to shove, there are ways to crack down on dissent.
Sorry, I have to ask something.
Huh? Of course.
It sounds to me like everyone's tearing their hair out trying to figure out how to deal with opposition to Project Stoop, but what exactly is this project's purpose? And how can it be so important that even people like you two refuse to stand up for the—
Interesting. I gotta hand it to you, comrade. You sure don't—
Excuse him? What does he mean, refuse to stand up for ordinary people?
Oh my gosh. How does he dare speak to the Harbingers like that?
Are you interrogating us now?
It's okay, Sandrone. Let me explain. I think I understand where he's If I could, I'd take your side right now. In fact, my position's very similar to yours. I've only held back on casting a dissenting vote in the Vecha because the Tsaritsa would never let me get away. Still, I have a responsibility to the Fatui armed forces. So I do what I can to make their voices heard. Most of them are just regular folks from small towns far from the capital. I'm sure you've seen how much those kinds of places are struggling right now. Oh, and for what it's worth, I'm from Arepasak myself. Things aren't going so swell there either. The Tsaritsa wants to create a better, safer future for the people of Snezhnaya, but she's thinking long-term. I don't doubt that from where you're standing, Project Stuzha seems... But considering the Tsaritsa's vision for the future, these are sacrifices worth making. Sounds cold, I know, but I promise it's not as black and white as it seems. Maybe Sandrone and I can't oppose Project Stuzha outright, but we're and even though we can't put an end to it, there are plenty of other ways to make a difference. We're trying I respect Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, and trust her decisions. But at the end of the day, I'm still just a normal guy who cares deeply about... There's no way I would ever abandon them.
As contentious as things can get within the Vecha, there's no selfishness or malice behind it. Everyone wants to get through this period as smoothly as possible. The issue is that there's no way of pleasing everyone under the present circumstances. Most of the time, we're trying to decide on the lesser of two evils. But that is not the same thing as being blindly loyal to the Tsaritsa. No one's got their head in the sand here. We're all well aware of the way things are. We're just doing...
In fairness to Sandrone, she rushed to Svietlo Lidovka's aid the moment she... And even Tartaglia, who used to only care about the thrill of the fight, is clearly doing his best to rise to the demands of his new role as counselor.
Hey, come on. There's only so much we can say, so don't press us too hard. Look, I know how untenable the Tsaritsa's position looks if you don't understand her Maybe you've heard already, but she's currently leading her army on a campaign to the east to defeat the monster that's been causing these... Striking that monster down will be a significant step, and as laser-focused as she... To me, that says a lot. If she thought Snezhnaya and its people didn't matter in the grand scheme of things, why would she waste her time on something like this? Thanks. I meant every word I said, though. I wasn't just trying to placate you. I've already done more than enough diplomacy for one...
I still think this adventurer raises a very important point. Our two Harbingers have made their positions very clear. But there are many others in the Vecha who must feel trapped and forced to vote against their conscience. I think it's a very valuable quality to be willing to speak one's mind, despite the risk of offending powerful figures.
You can say that again. I highly doubt we'd feel the need to explain ourselves so much if we didn't know you so well.
Forgive me, adventurer, but might I be so bold as to ask about your background? How is it that you can converse so openly with two Harbingers?
Oh, haven't you been properly introduced?
Easier said than done. I like to think I'm not the kind of person who goes around busting open people's old wounds.
I've only learned his name so far, and no details of his experiences. Is something wrong?
Uh-oh. Is there no avoiding the subject of Rosaline?
No, it's just... All right. I guess there's no getting around it. This is the world-renowned traveler, who helped resolve the storm terror threat in Mondstadt, cleaned up after the mess I made in Liyue, and then went to Inazuma, where there was a duel before the throne, in which the traveler defeated Rosaline.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't think you two would be seeing much of each other, so I figured it wasn't worth bringing up.
It's fine. It was a long time ago. It's fine. Sorry. I just remembered that we have a rehearsal coming up. Please excuse me. I should get going.
I've mentioned this to you before, not that Rosaline was really the type of person to make friends, but death has a way of resolving a lot of conflicts.
Don't let it weigh on you. Like she said, it was a long time ago. It's in the past now. Odette has a very different personality from Rosaline. Give her some time. I'm sure she'll work through it. Oh, by the way, where's Paimon? It's not like her to hide away.
She hasn't been feeling well, so she's resting at Podvorier restaurant. I got a couple of my people to look after her while we were gone.
Oh, right. Sorry to hear that. Poor thing. Reminds me of when Tonya was little. She really felt the cold back then. Used to get ill all the time. I felt so bad for her seeing her lying in bed, coughing. She was so mature for her age, though. Whenever someone came to visit her, she'd greet them with a smile and would never complain. I'm sure Paimon's a good kid, too. You're a little short on manpower, right? Let me have a couple of my people take over for yours.
Well, that would be great.
Hey, don't mention it. I'm sure you have things to do. Hopefully this takes a load off your mind. So no more accusing me of not being on your side, all right?
Already? That was quick.
I'm afraid I can't help you there. Our director's recent movements are confidential. Even we're not in the loop. If you hadn't told me, I never would have known he'd gone south. I assumed he'd been in Glupov this whole time. Well, I guess I'd better go sort out Paimon's security situation.
Me too. I have an incident report to write up. Let's leave it there for now.
I guess everyone's in a difficult position. But Tartaglia's right. I have things to do. Things I want to do. To start with,
Huh? How tiresome. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Take a break.
how strange. This sword seems to be vibrating of its own accord. It's a very faint vibration, but it's getting strong. Does this sword have some connection to the statue? That place I got this sword from was definitely out of the ordinary.
way!
There really is something special. I don't really understand what just happened. I'll have to try the same thing again when I come across another statue of the Seven.
How tiresome. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Take a break. Pick up the pace.
Hello there. How can I help? Ah, sure thing.
It's a familiar story. I've had similar experiences. Although Snezhnegrad doesn't deliberately delay or withhold relief, those first few days of waiting for help are always the hardest. It's a fundamental contradiction. If emergency relief can't be delivered in time, what's the point in even calling it emergency relief? Not necessarily. I think there's a good chance that Kresnik Crystal from Stratomeros will start flowing into the market. When we resolve Stratomeros is a huge backlog of a lot of them will probably stockpile. Exactly. Hey boss.
1 second, let me check. So, you're planning on buying the crystal out of your own pocket?
Yeah. I don't know if I have enough, so I'll chip in a little extra and buy as much as I... No, it's fine.
Here's your Mora.
Yeah, well, let's see. Huh?
Oh, Alosha, and... Hello?
I didn't realize you two knew each other. Yeah, I take on some odd jobs. When the weather's as bad as this, it's better for a hunter.
Yes, and we...
Wait, why is the atmosphere so awkward? I thought... So, what brings you here, Miss Odette?
No. After I got back to the theater, I couldn't stop thinking about the situation, and so I decided I'd come here and see if there's anything I can do. You too, I presume. I didn't feel comfortable expressing my true opinions in front of the Harbingers. Not least because ordinary Fatui without knowing the full picture, I can't make sense of it. And at some point, if things aren't making sense to me...
So many people feel the same way. They wish they could do something, but all kinds of reservations hold them back. Explains why groups like the Rokot are springing up to fill the gap.
Yes. Well, that's one option. But there are risks to consider with organizations like that.
Right, because things can get out of...
Sandrone, still.
What's on your mind? I think we can both agree that I know it. So,
Oh, we were...
funny. The real issue here.
True. It's a huge expense after all.
Let me see. I'll take it all, please. And I'll be needing a receipt. Right. Choose mission budget under the expense category, but be sure to specify emergency rescue operation in the description. Otherwise, the normal reimbursement limit will apply. Let's book this train. Regulations say that if we need to transport Kresnik Crystal during Project Stuja, extra carriages can be added 1 hour before departure. That should do it. The train will be escorted to its destination by Fatui guards.
This is my first time seeing you handle Fatui affairs, Miss Odette. It seems you're as skilled an officer as you are a dancer.
You flatter me. It's only because I've been doing both my whole life.
Anyway, I bet you've been non-stop today, am I right? Any idea how Paimon's doing?
What's wrong? Who's Paimon?
His travel buddy. Hasn't been feeling well. She caught a cold right after they got...
Sounds like she's important to you.
I've got nothing going on right now, so I'll join you.
May I come too? I have some candy that someone gave me back in Svietla Laidovka. Plus, I know a little bit.
All right then. I still don't know...
Come on, keep up. Pick up the pace. Take a break. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace.
Welcome to the...
How tiresome. Take a break. Pick up the pace.
Hello. Sorry, but there's a sick person recovering in this room.
What happened?
Oh. Please, excuse me. Ah, it's really you. Sorry for the inconvenience. At the same time, we can't interfere with Podvoye Restaurant's business. That would only seem all the more suspicious. Besides myself.
I didn't expect such a high standard of protection.
Well, Master... Anyway, I won't keep...
Traveler! Alicia, you're back!
Hi, I'm Odette. The Traveler and I crossed paths a few times.
Another friend from the Fatui, huh? You're practically a member. Paimon's definitely on the mend. We should be back to our usual travels in a few days' time. It's just...
I have just the thing.
Whoa! What's this? Is that... a flame inside an ice cube?
All keen observations. You're right. Whenever I've caught a cold in the past, I found I recover much more quickly if I place this by my bed. You're welcome to borrow it.
Awesome! Well, your name...
Looks like she's in pretty good spirits. That's a relief. Any progress with your investigation yet? No surprises there, I'm sure. They're not likely to let anything slip. The Rokad, huh? Let me think. Members of the Rokad keep their true leave it with me.
Would anyone like...
Paimon will have... Enough with the secret chat, It'll be kinda like... How tiresome. Come on, keep up. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace.
Welcome to the Thank you for completing today's...
Pick up the pace. How tiresome. Pick up the pace. Take a break. How tiresome. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Take a break. Come on, keep up. Pick up the pace.
Ah, you made it. I've got some tickets, and I managed to set something up with the Rokot. It'll have to wait until after the show, though. Happy to stay and watch? I doubt you've seen the Korolyevsky troupe on stage before. Pleasure. Here. This is the way in.
Please present yourself for a routine in—
Is that guy—
Okay, all done.
What's up? Everything okay? Snezhnaya's business and political leaders are always passing through here, so it makes sense that— Still, it's a little unusual to see the Fatui's Armory Palace Guard here. You saw him, right? He's part of the Special Assignments Battalion, but I only ever see him here for one thing: to look for a guy named Mitya. Supposedly a researcher, though he never seems to put much time in at the office. The theater is one of his favorite, but that's not for us. What do you think? Pretty impressive, huh? Oh, the one in Fontaine? I hear it's iconic. Here we are, just in time. Sorry, coming through.
If you're gonna show up late, keep your...
What's his problem?
Look, there she is. That's who I'm introducing you to later. She's the lead singer of the troupe, Vodyanitsa. This leads directly to the green room. They're expecting us. Vodio needs...
Take a break? Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace.
Hey there.
Can you believe it? I'm so...
Oh, it's you two.
Huh? You know each other? Oh, wait. Is this who you were telling me about?
I never said that.
Yes, you did. Why are you denying it? It was right before I went on that rant about the moody factory owner. Oh, I remember it so clearly.
Might I ask what brings you two here?
Oh, I just brought him here to see the show. And when it finished, he was full of praise for Vodionits's performance. So I thought I'd try my luck, see if we could get the chance to chat for a bit. Maybe get an autograph?
You work here. You of all people ought to know that's against the rules. It's not what the green room is that—
Oh, what's the big deal? Come on, don't be shy. I can give you an
Do as you please. I finished all my shows for the day. I'll leave.
I wasn't making that stuff up, you know. Odette's just too she thinks very highly of you. And so do I. You did—
We're good. Odette's out of earshot. I'll lock the door. Confidentiality, of course. The Rokat is very strict.
Whoa, Alosha! Not out loud! Not with an outsider here.
Relax, I've taken care of it.
The president's reply sent this morning. Wait, so he's been approved to join?
You told me last night that you wanted to get intel from the Rokat. Unfortunately, Rokat intel is only available, but ever since you set foot in Snezhnaya, we've been working together. I've seen the way you work, your character, and everything about you is perfectly in alignment with what we're trying to achieve in the Rokat. So I figured I might as well cut to the chase. I wrote a letter to the president explaining your situation, including just the right amount of detail. His approval came very quickly. Of course, it's still your decision whether you want to join or not. We'll respect your choice.
Well, assuming Odette was telling the truth and she didn't misjudge you, I guess we— Still, you gave me a real fright. I didn't know that's why you came looking for me. So, that stuff you— Now—
Anyway, members typically, because of this,
After all, we—
beyond the freedom to— In short, there's a code of
I tried reading it 5 or—
Great.
Well, Alosha has this pet dog, you see. His name's Tagarin. Tagarin took quite a liking to me, so I played with him for a little bit. And then, the Rokat was out on a mission one day. And even though we were—
Just a coincidence, really. We didn't report it to the higher-ups, though. Like... By the way, what were you complaining?
Everything did not go okay, but he wouldn't take the bait. No matter what I said. And then, he started complaining. He said he didn't I mean, what did he expect? Everyone knows that if you want a box seat, you buy a ticket well in advance. But instead, I had to juggle things around.
Yeah. Oh, you probably don't know who we're talking about, do you? Chuganov was that older guy you were sitting next to today. I'm sure he didn't make a great first
To the citizenry, he's a family man and a kind boss. But our interactions with him tell a very different story. It's one thing to ask for a favor, but he acts like it's his right. He always expects special treatment. Take the ticket situation, for instance. I've actually gotten him a private box in the past. But not to mention that he's never paid for a single one of his tickets. And another thing, if he's such a big family man, why doesn't he bring his wife and daughter to see the show?
Calm down, Vodian, but first things first.
to make a few little... Alright. Now that we're officially Rokart comrades, I can tell you, recently, we've done some recon work at the Iskra manufacturing plant. All we need now is some direct evidence to present to the Vetcha, so we can
That way, the Kresnik Crystal can be allocated to where it's needed most.
I was hoping I'm meeting another regular theater goer.
But
Mitya is... The authorities should also... We're not allowed on... Still...
what do you think? Sound like something worth your time?
Okay. He's a huge...
Sure. Don't worry. Okay.
Everything.
How tiresome. Pick up the pace. Come on, keep up. Take a break. Pick up the pace. I like music. In fact, I've taught myself to play many different instruments. You don't believe me? Find me a piano, and I'll show you a thing or two.
Be